What if we could treat cancers once thought untreatable? Help stroke survivors walk again? Harness artificial intelligence to advance medicine? At Harvard, these questions are what drive us. And the search for answers begins in our labs.
One of the defining traits of our species is our constant drive to use our resources, our creativity, our hard work to enable a better future for our children than what we had.
We all want to have a better life for our parents, our grandparents, our children, our friends, our brothers and sisters. And so to me, this is my way of trying to make the world a better place. Try to come up with new cures, new therapies to help people live healthier and better lives.
And with that drive comes enormous responsibility. Investing in research means investing in answers.
When I sit with my patients in clinic, I often say, I don't know. And I often say, we don't know yet. And so that's a huge motivating factor to do science.
Ultimately, as a scientist, I think our obligation, especially since we're funded by the public, is to benefit society.
The money is given with the assumption that eventually it's going to lead to something that will help human health.
The hope is that we can give patients and their families hope where previously they may have had no effective treatment.
It's through research that we can live longer, healthier lives.
This is what U.S. research has always promised. Treatments for diseases, technologies that change everything. From performing the first successful organ transplant to building one of the first programmable computers, the world has looked to America's research universities for these breakthroughs.
A consequence of what's happening will be a brain drain of many of these very promising researchers and research programs.
America has been at the top of the field for many decades, and that is at risk. What will happen down the road when we no longer have the workforce to do this important science?
If the funding is cut back by 40 or 50%, there are going to be fewer cures. There just won't be the medicines that there might have been otherwise.
How do you quantify the loss of a treatment? The delay of a breakthrough? Today, patients wait for answers that may never come. Today's breakthroughs are the result of years, sometimes decades, of dedicated research, turning discoveries in the lab into life-saving treatments.
The Harvard community is made of thousands and thousands of remarkable people wanting to accomplish something that ultimately can benefit society.
Science is incredibly exciting right now. There's been huge progress over the last 10, 20, 30 years. And so it's just incredibly exciting to come into work every day and think, what can we do today? What can we do tomorrow to carry these new ideas forward?
At Harvard, we don't just ask what's possible. We're working every day to make it possible. What starts as a question ends as a breakthrough that can change lives. This is the power of research.